Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of January, I decided to extend the opportunity to have the 2020 sneak peek reading. So if you're still looking for the chance to have that yearly overall guidance, that reading is still available until mid-January. And the other special offer for the month is also 2020 focused in terms of the intentions and resolutions you might have in different areas of life, such as prosperity, personal growth and evolution, and love. So basically it's a reading that looks upon one intention for each area and the likelihood of those wishes and intentions to come to fruition in 2020 or not, what forces might be against it, what forces might be helpful. So if you would like to know more details about those specials or any other of my services, again, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Libra, for those of you that have been feeling like off, like not like yourselves lately, I feel like January is a positive month in terms of feeling like yourself, restoring some confidence, some sense of something, feeling organic, feeling natural, feeling like it's flowing the way it should, flowing the way you usually, work and process situations. It's almost like you have been absent from a natural form of doing things. Perhaps you have not felt like as inspired, as charming, as communicative, as loving, as giving, as interested, as something that you have been always. And January brings that sense of connection with a part of you that has been estranged. I do feel like some of you are still mourning over certain losses you've experienced in 2019 with this Five of Pentacles in your past influence. You're still processing something that emotionally let you down, and also something that perhaps also affected your sense of material security. So Libras that have been going through some sort of financial struggle, that might have took a toll on you as well emotionally, in terms of feeling some sort of lack of worth, or issues with unworthiness, issues with your self-esteem have been again in the spotlight. And maybe that is what's changing in January. There's a change in the narrative of your life when it comes to losing and winning, when it comes to feeling down and then feeling up, when it comes to feeling unlucky to feeling lucky. So there are certain beliefs that deal with losses and gains that I'm also picking up might be important during January, when it comes to you always seeing yourself in the best light, always putting yourself in a position that makes sure it enhances your value, not that it decreases it. So it's almost like you have been worsening a circumstance that perhaps was already difficult, okay, where you felt deprived from certain needs, being that materially or emotionally. You have been perhaps making that even worse by buying into those beliefs that decrease your sense of value. You should never put yourself in a position where your value is decreased. Always increase, always working in the increase of what you have to offer, no matter what challenges you're going through. And there's a change, there's a shift in the way you're looking at yourself and what you have to offer and what the possibilities ahead for you are. That is very, very, very positive, because I'm feeling like finally you get something. There's like this green light from the universe just being shown to you during January, about finally you get something, finally you're doing something right, finally you're moving in a direction that feels empowering, finally something. And this finally energy is a relief for some of you that have been really let down in the last months by heavy conditioning and circumstances. I also feel like for some of you, just want an abundance of good things, and that's all. Okay, it's a feeling like you just want to live the best life with the best things, with the best people possible, and it's not asking for too much. It's asking for just what is right, asking for what everyone wants and desires in this experience of life. And you're so committed to finding, good things, delicious experiences overall during January, that you're really pushing aside, okay, negativity, doubts, toxic associations, anything that puts you where you're not meant to be, and that reminds you of a past trauma, of a past, circumstance that is still in the back of your mind. So you're still not fully over it, okay, but you're getting better at detaching yourself from that, unfortunate energy or circumstance, defining your present and future possibilities. And this is where, again, this King of Swords comes in the soul position, representing that, how you would be basically internalizing and processing all experiences of the month. You're internalizing them as a good Libra, because this is air energy. So again, you have the full potential to access. There's this portal of energy that is facilitating your access to the best side of you, to your power, okay, that deals a lot, yes, with your intellectual faculties, with your mental power, with your social power as well, with the truth, seeing things for what they are, absolutely seeing things for what they are, being fair with yourself. I feel like some of you have not been fair with yourself. You have not been fair with you. It's like you're learning to. It's almost like some of you Libras are learning to see yourselves in a very different way, in a way where again, you're always the winner no matter what. You're always able to see the win where everybody else sees the loss. You're always able to see the silver lining. You're always able to see something that's going to benefit, okay, you and your experience in life, because you're going to learn from it. There's something about learning that is also significant for some of you Libras in January. So perhaps you're interested in learning an actual subject of interest. Perhaps you're studying something. Perhaps you're going back to school, or you are in school and education is something that you're really into. Perhaps you are teaching yourself something. You're being like the self-taught energy about something that helps you manifest your wishes, which is all what you're, again, about as you move into February. And 2020 is about you bringing about, the best things possible into your field of experiences when it comes to deep fulfillment, not superficial fulfillment, deep fulfillment. Now that you know what enchants you, now that you know what you love, now that you know what feels good, because you know now what feels good because you have been through the worst. You have been feeling like crap, and now you know what it is to really feel good. You know the difference now because you went through both polarities, right? To know love, we must know hate. To know what it is to win and succeed, we must go through loss and failure. There's always that other side of experiences, and I'm feeling like for some of you, this thing about the other side of something is significant when it comes to how you're finding solutions and how you're finding tools to help you in your journey ahead, to again bring about your wishes to reality. You want to make a certain experience come true, and you're ready. When it comes to strength, you're ready, or getting yourself ready to really be in that strong, firm position where you know what you want, okay, and you're going to move fully committed in that direction, which also might have been something you have been struggling, Libra, is not really knowing what you want or how to, what's the best strategy. What's the strategy that is going to make sure that I win at this, that I get this, that I get the access to happiness that I want. And you have been struggling with indecision. You have been struggling with coming back and forward with a lot of things in your mind where affirmation was not possible. Affirmation of your desires, affirmation of your truth. And you're still finding it somehow challenging, I feel, during January to fully express like verbally the things you want. It might be that communication is still a little bit off, but you now know inside, you feel it inside you. It's almost like you don't need to say it because you feel it inside, you know it inside what it is. You don't need to say it. You feel like you don't need to say something so much. You're guarding up your words, you're reserving your energy, okay, to then apply it to the manifestation again of whatever your desire is. The manifestation of a very important desire and feeling, something that you feel like it's like it fills you up from the inside. It's something that is almost like the medicine you were in need of, Libra. Something you have not been taken in that is very important, I feel, to your emotional health. Some of you, this has to do a lot with emotional health. So maybe you have been disconnected from those you truly love. Maybe you have been disconnected from the activities that really put love in your heart. Maybe you have just not been feeling, allowing yourself to feel, to discover what's there inside. Because the King of Swords is really defensive about the heart. You can see here he's really guarded, right? He has a lot of issues when it comes to opening up his true feelings. So if you have had issues confessing, speaking, showing, revealing your feelings to someone, that is about to change. Or if someone has also been difficult when it comes to expression of their feelings to you, I feel like if you give it some time, it's just a nick of time, it's not a lot of time. If you just give it some time, if you keep being strong, and this is valid for cross watcher, this is valid for you as well, Libra. Just give Libras a little time. They're getting there, okay? They're getting to that point where they acknowledge what truly makes them happy, and they acknowledge that they need to come clean about something. They need to be honest about what's in their hearts. And being that this is a situation that it's about love or about friendship and family and such, where you just don't get what's up with your Libra someone. February is going to be enlightening when it comes to what they're truly feeling. They are regaining their power. And I'm feeling like there are a lot of Libra cross watchers here. That's why I'm speaking about cross watchers. But for you, Libra, trust the heart. It's basic as that. Trust what you feel. Trust in yourself. Trust that you're going to win. Envision that every day. I feel like some of you have let go of the wrong thing as well. It's like maybe you're now seeing that you have done some, poor choices or decisions when it comes to things that you should have been more, strong or protective of. Perhaps you let an opportunity pass by, a person pass by, something pass by, because you didn't feel strong enough. You didn't feel worthy of that experience that came along. And you might have regrets that you're processing as well when it comes to missed opportunities or lost opportunities. But whatever you have let go of that you shouldn't have, there's a chance to make a wrong right in the future. I don't feel like it might be just right now, but because I feel like for some of you Libras that I'm connecting, your road of recovery, it's a tough one. It's not a very easy one. There are some blocks and delays, okay, but you're much better than what you have been in the last year. And 2020 is going to bring a speed up, okay, a certain speed up to a process that has been very slow and dragging. Be mindful of not allowing yourself again to feel like you are useless or to feel like your life is meaningless. I'm feeling like there are some of you Libra souls that are going through some sort of existential crisis as well, where you feel like you don't really know what you're doing here, what's the purpose of you being here. Perhaps, you know, going through some sort of high state of depression when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to the role that you should be displaying. If you can hang on and survive until February, I feel like things will get much sweeter. Things will get much better. Things will get to that point where the ice melts down, okay, where it needs to melt down. It's like again I feel like the ice, like to break the ice here with someone most likely. So again, where there has been some sort of issue with a person or intimidation or just, you know, a lot of issues to deal with a significant other, the ice will break between you and someone given proper time. If you can, again, take this until February. But it also feels like the ice will melt when it comes to the fences you have created against love, against, you know, expressing your feelings, against connecting truthfully with others. There's something about bonding, deep bonding, that might be what you need, but also what you resist the most, Libra. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon, and I want to wish you a happy new year.